Hey everyone, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and guess what? This is a top 3 from my buddy TheMoviePhantom. TheMoviePhantom's got a new top 3 out. He does it every week. I haven't done them in a while because some of them last week it was the top 3, your top 3 fears. I just couldn't relate to that, and a few of the other ones, it's not that I couldn't relate to them, it's just that I was being lazy and I didn't get around to doing them. So I'm sorry, TheMoviePhantom. I really am. This week he's got the top 3 final girls. You know what the final girl is in a horror film. The one that survives. So, spent a little time thinking about this. And, without further ado, I'm going to give you my top 3. Coming in at number 3, I'd have to say, Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween. She really was one of the first final girls. So you gotta at least, she wasn't the first, but she was one of. So you gotta give her proper respect where respect is due. Yes. I enjoyed it. In the first movie, she was more of a wuss. In the second movie, since it's a continuation of the same night, by the time the second movie starts, she's going, really? Okay, fine, if I gotta deal with it again, So, she kind of, I guess, mans up a little bit in the second movie. That's number 3. Number 2. Heather Langenkamp from A Nightmare on Elm Street series. She played Nancy in parts 1 and 3. And she showed how she was already tough. That's why she beats out Jamie Lee Curtis. Because she started out tough and she just kept getting tougher throughout the 2 movies that she's in. So, there you go. What's number 1? Number 1 is the final girl from a movie that's even older than Halloween. And that is Sally Hardesty from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's right. She wasn't as tough as Nancy was in Nightmare on Elm Street, but she wasn't the willowing flower that Jamie Lee Curtis was in Halloween. She was kind of like an even keel medium between the two of them. She was tough when she had to be tough, and there was times that she was very girly. So that is my top 3 final girls. And most of the movies are from the 70s and 80s. Well, all the movies are from the 70s and 80s. I heard his top 3, and he also had Jamie Lee Curtis, but he also had Sidney from Scream. And yes, Sidney was in 4 movies, the quadrilogy Scream. And as much as I love Neve Campbell, and I do, I don't know. I just, when I thought about this, I was thinking there are others that were just a little bit more tougher than her. And I'm not saying she's not tough. She was around for 4 movies, so she survived them all. But I don't know. To me, the thing that's always bugged me about the Scream movies is the fact that it's always a different killer. They're always coming after Sid for some reason, and it's always, you did this to my mom, or you did this to my son, or my mom and your mom, your mom abandoned me and I'm your brother, or, her cousin, like, I want to be famous like you. It's like, it just doesn't seem as terrifying as one singular person, like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, Pinhead, You know, the list goes on, just constantly coming after someone. Yeah, it's the same mask and everything, but it's not the same killer. So that's why I just kind of like, about that. Check out the movie Phantom. He's a very cool guy. I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.